October 21st is the release date. It's called Nobody's Girl. Just gonna cry thinking about it. Virginia Giuffre Roberts was one of the first girls that came out and spoke up about her sexual abuse and assaults by Jeffery Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, our president's very good friend, Jepstein for short. Very good friend for 10 to 15 years. So she has since then committed suicide. Who knows? Because they say Jeffery Epstein committed suicide. But her memoirs are getting put out there. I already pre-ordered it. I hope you pre-order it. I hope we all read it and remember and give this girl her due process she deserved. Because from the very beginning, they've been trying for decades to have these men and women, be held accountable for all their crimes that they have committed. And all the other victims and survivors have also been trying for decades against this corrupt government that we have to get these people, these men, held accountable.
I was horrified when I found out not only had Ghislaine Maxwell been transferred to what's called a low security. It's really is like a holiday camp, and then afterwards I got a notification from the Department of Justice telling me that this was going to happen when it had already happened. This woman abused children. Abused by Jeffery Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell for over 10 years. Ghislaine Maxwell was present for some of my abuse at the hand of Jeffery Epstein. She was present, she was complicit, she was enabling, and it is appalling and disgusting. And it's one of my worst nightmares that she not only be transferred, but at the possibility that's very much going around that she might be part of
Trump. Could she please elaborate about that?
And anybody...
My first trip to the Palm Beach residence, I drove there. Jeffery and Ghislaine were always very boastful about their friends, their famous or powerful friends, and his biggest brag forever was that he was very good friends with Donald Trump. He had an 8x10 framed picture of him on his desk with the two of them. They were very close.
Hold Ghislaine Maxwell accountable, but since then she's been moved to a very, very extremely low, if any, security prison called Camp Bryan in Texas. And she hasn't been moved back to her Tallahassee, Florida prison with the high security that she belongs in, because she was convicted for 20 years on sex trafficking to minors and for lying to the court. She still hasn't admitted anything to this day, but obviously to get convicted for 20 years, there was a lot of evidence. And release the Epstein files. They still have not released the Epstein files.